Hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we'd like to start off by giving our honor and glory to.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, today, there's a major event downtown. The streets are blocked off. All right, we'll probably get, if we were to go somewhere else downtown, our voice will get over bombarded by the noise of the parade, because that's what's going on. So the spirit was just in the brothers abode, man. All right, but we out here in here. All right, one week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of Baal, man. All right, and it's a week for us in the spirit, because we had a homework assignment to read what the prayer of Azarias, all right, the three holy children, and Baal and the dragon, the story of Susanna. And one thing that struck me by Susanna, like Yahushua, because I was reading, the Yahushua's last hour, the Garden of Gethsemane. All right, Susanna was falsely accused. All right, she was falsely accused, and she was falsely accused by two old men. And in the spirit, I looked at that as a 2/3. All right, because Yahushua was falsely accused by the Pharisees, man, and he was falsely accused by his own people, and they called him the deceiver. All right, so Susanna spiritually is like the body, man, the 1/3, and who's gonna be put on Front Street, be put on trial. All right, and just like Susanna, we're gonna get delivered, man. All right, but we also spiritually, if you look at it in the spirit, we represent Susanna, man.
And then Yahushua will be Daniel.
Yep, Yahushua will be Daniel. Susanna was faithful to her husband. All right, but yeah, Yahushua is going to deliver us, man. All right, so we're in that time of prophecy. All right, and we're in that time of being persecuted, and we're in that time of being delivered. So that's why the spirit, because it's not the apostles, it's the spirit that's speaking through the apostles for all the brothers to come forth and plow, man. All right, you got it, brother.
It's St. John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yep.
If you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
All right, Yahushua have chosen us out of the world. He's chosen us out of black culture, out of Northern Kingdom culture, all right, out of American culture. Now we're moving against the matrix. And because we're moving against the matrix is against us. Manifested in our family looking at us different, your friends, all right, people you meet in this world. All right, but ultimately it's about what you stand for. When you confess what you stand for, the world hated you, man. So just like Susanna, all right, an accusation is going to be brought upon us, man. All right, and we're going to be brought on trial. All right, as it says, some of you shall be put to death. Okay. All right, but ultimately, done your Allah, right? Yahushua will deliver us. Okay. Just like the three holy children, Yahushua will deliver us, man. How in the world can you be lazy in this truth when you dependent on Yahushua to save you, man? Like, we're putting in the premiums. We're paying the premiums. So hopefully Big Brother will deliver us, man.
And it's the fourth quarter.
I don't know too much about sports, but I know you go the hardest in the fourth quarter.
Right.
I know that much.
Right.
You got to preach for mine.
That was it.
Because you were speaking on Susanna. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, starting at verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but they that deal truly are his delight.
There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall fall into mischief, right? Now, going back to the three holy children, all right, they were in the midst of the fire, right? Didn't the men who set up the fire fall into the pit?
Yep.
Did the scriptures not say that the wicked fall into a snare that they set for the others? Roughly paraphrasing. So, just like the missiles, it's really a snare for the wicked, man. But even, all right, the things they have prepared for us is going to, the judgment they have prepared for us on the left-hand side, it is going to backfire on them, man. All right.
A prayer of Azariah 1:26. But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven together with Azarias and his fellows and smote the flame of the fire out of the oven.
Yep. Smoke the flame out of the fire. All right, but in this case, that fire is going to be thermonuclear destruction. And we're going to be delivered by the angel Yahushua. Then on the more minimum level, brothers going to get visited in the concentration camps, man. See, this ain't just about culturally being Israelites. Confidently saying you don't eat pork. Where's the fringes? No, we're coming into the time of the three holy children. We're coming into the time of Baal and the dragon. We're coming to the time of the second book of Maccabees, the 7th chapter. That's why the captain keep reiterating, this is serious. This ain't just a bros thing, man. Brother, you got all the energy to feed the flesh. When it comes to put in the work, it's an excuse.
I have one more for you.
All right.
And this is a prayer of Azariah 1:1. And they walked in the midst of the fire, praising the Most High and blessing the Lord.
They walked in the midst of the fire. Did you want to expound on that?
Yeah, bro, because basically at the end of the day, you know, you still have to have that faith when you're going through the atrocities, the tribulations, and things of that nature. So you have to still keep your mind and know that Yahweh Shem Ashah is gonna make a doorway out of hell, and an exit route out of hell. You know, so whatever we go through, we still just gotta focus on Yahweh Shem Ashah providing protection and an exit route.
Yep. I'll go ahead.
Psalm 91:3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the nose of pestilence.
What? See, we've seen the AI pictures, right?
Yeah.
Jake with the afro walking in the time of Jacob's trouble. Jake in the room reading the Bible while the stormtroopers pointing guns at him.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be those Jakes.
Yeah.
And it's easier said than done. We're in a state of normalcy right now. We're in a warm apartment, the ceiling fan blowing, the electricity working. But what happens when you don't have a warm apartment and the ceiling fan blowing and electricity, and you're on the news as being responsible for the next attack that happened?
Right.
Real, bro.
So we got to get out of that. Because if you've been in this truth 10 years, it's easy to kind of have a culture about this thing. And you just kind of go with the flow. But the Most High shaking us out of that, man. He put us back in the spirit we were first in when we first came in, which is really a warlike spirit, you know? So we back in that spirit, man.
Yeah. Hey, the priest Ayashamafa made a point when we was online Sunday, you know, because, you know, Spirit been on, brothers, to get into these different dystopian-like films. You know, brothers said, like, you know, those films are like trailers pretty much, like for what's really getting ready to happen with us, you know?
Going to a new norm, you know, because you have to think, when you look overseas, how long has it been normalized for bombs to just go off, airstrikes? Like, that's normal in Syria,
Yeah.
you know, and you still got people that still hanging out on rooftops and chilling in Syria, you know, so we enter into a time where we can see a new norm in America, man, to where, you know, what they call shock events can just be a thing of normal, because mass shootings has already been normalized.
Yeah.
You know, people, hey, they shrugged it now. You remember that first school shooting with Lou Wood?
Yeah.
Like the state stopped.
Nationwide.
Yeah. You know, but now they shrug at mass shootings. That's a normal thing. So it's only all right fitting that this thing go to the next level with these shock events, man. And Al Qaeda and ISIS is a normal thing, you know. And then eventually they're gonna link us to it. Not the Elder getting into.
Because the early 2000s on back was a different world.
Yeah.
When you watch movies from the 90s and the early 2000s, you kind of get a sense of nostalgia. In a sense, like, man, that was a different reality ago.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre-COVID. Yeah. Pre-COVID, it was pre-9/11, pre-C. It was a different reality ago, man. It's a different America. But they frog souped us. So it didn't happen overnight. It's been gradualized into this state that we're in right now. That's how using your phone to buy. Whoever thought you would use your phone to buy a product? Digital scanner. You know? All right, you had a precept you're holding up.
I got a couple.
Come on, bro.
Shot. All right, first one, just backing off of what the Elder Abai had brought out. This is the book of prophet Isaiah, chapter 43, and verse 2. Begin at verse 1, just so we can let Christians know who it's talking about. But now thus saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
And that correlates
Kind
with what literally happened in the account of the three holy children.
Yep.
So
So
you
you,
do the fire.
yeah, so you can apply it, literally,
Yep.
for those of our four parents that it happened to, and also spiritually,
Yeah.
for what to go through.
Hey, because what is it saying, Sirach? Can the brother hold that real quick before we get to the precept?
Okay.
Sirach 2:5. And it shows you, because Yahweh Shai was with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it shows you Yahweh Shai is with us as we go through the fire.
Yeah.
Like we're watched. It's like he's scoring us in our behavior when we're afflicted.
I got a builder for you.
Let's go, bro.
And this is Zechariah 13:9. And I will bring the third part through the fire.
And that represents the three holy children, three holy sons. The third part, man. All right, and that 1/3 is the third part. The 1/3, man. All right.
And will refine them as silver is refined.
Yep.
And will try them as gold is tried.
Because what does it mean to try something?
Test.
You test it. That's right. Because you have to test the integrity of it.
Right.
Before we put this on the shelf and market it, before Yahweh Shai send us to the Most High, say, here, Abba, we gotta get tried. And you try something through the fire.
Which a synonym is to prove.
To prove.
Since you said that, bro. Hey, Isaiah 20:16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power. Behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believes shall not make haste.
He that believes shall not make haste.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, a tried stone, right?
That's right.
Yahweh Shai was tried.
That's right.
That's what was reading, the account leading to his crucifixion.
Mm-hmm.
That was him being tried, man.
He had the power.
Yeah.
Like he showed great restraint, and that was the lesson in the life of Yahweh Shai. It wasn't to try to keep the law perfect as he did, but was to show restraint and overcome the flesh and Rome. It was the trial, because remember he failed as King Solomon. He failed as Abner, but Yahweh Shai, he showed complete obedience in every circumstance, man. And this is what we gonna have to go through, even knowing that he was going to be tortured to death, man. You see? So, even this sports and basketball, what do you got? A trial. Football's a trial. Because everybody want to, get the highlight one-hand catch. Want to put on an outfit and look cute. But then when coach come out there with no football and say, we just running today. There's a lot of people will leave. Like when I used to play football, be a big crowd out there, 80, 90 people.
Mm.
But when coach come out there, because it look good, do the drills and catch the ball. But then when he come out there with no football and say, we just running bleachers today, their number cut in half. Then the day after, 10, 12 more leave. Then by the time you get through with that week, then you got your team. And that's what the Lord finna do in these times. He finna try out. We finna see everybody want to be cute Israelites now, trending.
TikTok videos.
Head wraps and
Yeah.
big turbans and armbands. We're gonna see when you gotta be outside for 3-4 days in 20-degree weather, man.
Yeah, this the game day right
Yeah.
now, man.
Yeah, the Lord finna try every spirit out, man.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Because it's easy, man, when you just, doing videos and things of that nature. But when you are really by yourself, when you're in the midst of Jacob's trouble, when you ain't talked to a brother in weeks, when you ain't had nothing for days,
Yep.
When everybody has abandoned you, when you're moving from house to house and things of that nature, that's when it counts. Integrity goes into your innocence. And just harping back on Yahweh Shai, so from 12 through the age of 33, he defeated sin in the flesh. Hence that term tribe, which means what? Proof of stability. And all the Ratazah, we have that same spirit to pass our test, because we're all about to be tested.
Man, the Lord is about to bring a true reality check, man. people gonna have to understand that this is the real world, man. The Heavenly Father is about to unplug everybody from the matrix, man, and give them a reality check. Because you got a lot of men who call themselves being in this truth, but they like in the matrix Cypher, man. Cypher wanted to be back in the matrix. He didn't want to know what was going on in the real world. So they kind of dibbing and dabbing. They're going in and out. But that's because they're not truly rooted, man. But when the Lord finally unplugs everybody, man, and they just see reality for what it's worth and that like good times are gone for good, it's gonna be too late.
And you're gonna have so-called brothers that will take that chill.
Yep.
Hey, that's why it says in 1 John 2 and what's that, 15? Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So the times that we've been in this truth, those to purge you out of the world spiritually.
Right.
Just to make you lose your appetite for Babylon.
That's right, bro.
As people say, not to get caught up into the dainties, the king's dainties, man. So we should have been detoxed from the dainty lifestyle of Babylon, man. All right? The brother had a precept
I
on
think
that.
it's one coming from
Yeah,
one
so 2
too.
and 5.
Say it again?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
There goes that furnace of adversity. And this is figuratively speaking. All right, and what we're going through is the furnace of adversity. All right, but just how the angel was there with the 3 holy children, Yahweh Shai is there with us. All right, he's there with us, watching us, guiding us, showing us signs. You might see 444 pass you. You might see 144. Or you just had a spirit on you to read. Because you was going into a lesson, going into seeing is not believing. Something to that effect.
Okay.
And you don't always need to see signs. You should always rely on signs because this right here is a sign. Just our faith being built up. The sign is like the additive. You know?
So that's your Howard Shot talking to you.
Yeah, that's right. Come.
You know that read. That's that one-on-one with your Howard Shot. And every time you read, you're reading something that's dealing with what you're going through real time. That's your Howard Shot with us in the fire, man. Yeah, the volume of the book.
Come. You pop. All right. You can read that again, brother, then you get your precept, bro. Okay. Because I need to go ahead with your precept.
Okay, this is the Gospel according to St. Matthew. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 18. "And ye should be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them."
Because was not Susanna brought against the governors or the elders?
Yeah.
All right? Because her innocence was challenged, man. Her integrity had been challenged, man. And she had to make a choice. She said, if I consent, I transgress against the Most High.
Right.
But if I don't do this thing, I die.
So let me follow along.
She said, it's better I fall into y'all
Kill
hands.
me.
Hey, that was manly strength, man.
Right.
Can you believe that? That was manly
And
strength.
I'm gonna say that, and for her to have that so-called manly strength, that was the Holy Spirit on her.
Yeah.
That's not feminine nature.
It's
right
not
there.
feminine nature.
That's the Holy
Holy
Spirit
Spirit.
on her. Just going when you think about the mother of the 7 sons,
Yeah,
right? How was she able to contain her womanish thoughts
She had the
with a
spirit
manly
on her.
stomach? She had the Holy Spirit on her, which again is masculine energy.
Yeah, because most women, if they seen that though, still children get killed like that, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of them would probably first one probably checked out. When she seen all 7 get slain like that,
Yeah.
man, that's hard, especially for a woman. See, especially that's them your kids, and nobody wants your kid get hurt though. When the Lord put her through that though. But she went through that, bro, and she girded her along like a man. But that look, she did some a lot of men ain't never done in their life.
And why was you able to do that? There's a token to the type of husband she had.
Yeah.
It show you what type of husband she had for her to be like that and them 7 sons to be like that. And that's why it's important for women to be around men of their caliber, man. She was built for them times, so they let you know what type of hood she had, man. Even going back to Susanna, like what woman would rather die than commit adultery on their husband? What woman alive today? You know what I'm saying? Like that's tough. When I read that, I was like, God damn.
She was Judah.
Yeah. God
Hey,
damn.
but I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, that was it, bro.
No, go. You had a scripture you had.
Yeah, just
I know you had a precept.
Matthew 10 and 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the spirit.
See, this is what we're being groomed to right here. This is the spirit we had to be in when we first came into the truth. The spirit had us in. But now it's getting back to that for sure. Being ready to be offered. You know? All right?
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell.
Yep. All right, what is your how about some outside?
Can I match them real fast?
Yes.
Ecclesiasticus 1 and 13. Whoso fears the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Yep. So, that's what I was thinking. Because you was like, hey, the man, his vibration got put on the woman. And you know, like, on this side, Eve sound like a street dude. She talk like a street dude. Because the 2/3 put his vibration on our women. But in the ancient world, a righteous man put his vibration on a woman.
They call it imprint.
Imprint. The imprint, man.
Hey, can I say this too? And the different now, them and now, they knew why they going through situations. Like, they knew like I done this, so the Lord gonna be like what's the book we reading? Like he said, Lord deal me according to His mercy, whatever.
That's right.
That's right. Like he gonna deal me according to. Now, I ain't do nothing. Why the Lord doing this? But back then, they knew, especially them seven brothers. Yeah, they knew like, man, we sinned with past life. Lord gonna judge us for my past life. So they knew that though. They, oh hell no, I ain't do nothing wrong. Oh no, why would Lord do it? Lord gonna do that.
Where was God when?
Yeah. So back then, like she knew, like she knew the situation. Like that's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Well, every member of the elect, whether men or women, are being built up to a certain level of faith. To be able to withstand whatever's put in front of them.
Because certain things you can go, as a matter of fact, before I continue, we got your precept, bro.
Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, starting verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
Hey, that's the first phase. That's the first phase of death. We killed our Tyrone in Babylon. We killed our archetype. We killed the character that we could have played here in America. We could have all got that taper fade. Some of us could have threw them dreadlocks out, got them tattoos, went into the music industry, went into the professional sports league,
The Hellcat.
drove that Hellcat. All right, we could have been in the corporate America. We could have went into the military. Could have worked offshores. Most of the brothers in here could have feasibly made 6 figures. Not saying if you don't. Not saying if you do make that, you going up, but you get the point I'm making. So, hey, read that again, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself
Can I
and
make a
take
point
up his
to
cross.
And another way you can deny yourself too is basically when that brother calls and you don't feel like picking up the phone.
Yeah.
When that brother needs that ride, you don't feel like going.
Yep.
When that brother needs that money, you give him your last. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was your house side.
Yeah.
See, we already made us. This is the sacrifice now.
Mhm.
It's the first phase sacrifice. Because then your house side said, when I was hungry, you fed me.
Yeah.
When I was in prison, you bailed me out.
Mhm.
All right, that was your house side. When you helped the brother out, that was your house side. So those are the brothers that he gonna come back and deliver. All right, we're being tested, man. Like you see these lions all over the poster. It's like a lion is watching you, man. But when you leave the house, a lion is watching you. That lion is your house side, man. All right.
Verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my name's sake, for my sake shall find it.
So the first token of a brother that's willing to get unalive for the Most High is a brother that was unalive culturally in Babylon for the Most High. Because what does it say in Colossians, the 3rd chapter? For ye are dead, and your life is here with Yahweh Shai. Well, it doesn't mean literally dead. It means that you put your life on hold to live with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom. So that was the first offering right there. You know? So if you could give up the culture of Babylon, if you could give up the pleasures of the Roman Empire, all right, it's easier to give up this thing when the brother said the matrix gets unplugged, man. When they turn off the matrix, you already unplugged. Hey, apostles like, hey, apostles, they got us not going out through the spirit. Because why wait to jump in the woods? We can just jump in the woods. But that's it, bro. That's all I got.
If I could say, because it say, for whosoever will, save his life, shall lose it. And that's going to be, the ones who's going to take their karate, man. They're going to be seeking to have some comfort, some sense of normalcy, being able to get things, the necessities. So they're going to, take their karate to save their life. But, when you read Revelation 14th chapter, it goes into that wrath that the Lord is going to bring for those who take that mark, man. So if you're seeking to save your life and you think you're getting that karagma, you're going to be able to live comfortably again. You're wrong, man, because the Lord has a judgment for those who take that mark, man.
Come on, say still though. If you do take it though, basically you get your allegiance, or
Your allegiance to
Allegiance.
yeah, to Esau. Basically,
Yeah.
that's what you really did though. You gave your power, your will to him. And Lord don't like it. First in Exodus, first commandment, don't have other God before me. And basically, when you do that, you put anybody before you, how about shine? That's a problem, regardless. And that's one thing he hate. And that's the reason we in captivity, because we saw some of the other guys start bullshitting. Be real, we start bullshitting. So some of the guys, this and this. And that's why we in the predicament we in now.
In the first place.
That's and that's the whole thing about it. And that's one thing he hate. Don't put no other guy before him.
Right.
All right.
And then after you receive it, you're gonna feel like Judas.
Yep.
As soon as you get it, you're gonna feel like Judas because you knew the truth and you still betrayed Yahweh Shai.
You supposed to holler out like Susanna.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
She cried out.
And there was a life decision she made.
Yep.
And she had, in her connotation, she knew, she was very well aware. That wasn't like a reflexive scream.
No.
She had to make a decision.
Yep.
If I go through with this, I transgress against Yahweh Bashma Shai. But if I don't go through with this, what's that?
I could die.
I could die.
Mhm.
So then she screamed.
Right.
Yeah.
And that show you that the Apocrypha is part of the scripture.
Yeah, bro.
Because that goes back to the law, her
Yeah, law,
screaming
yeah.
like that.
That's the rape.
That's right. That's right. Come on, man.
Rape, my man.
Hey, man, that's the zeal I want to have, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been thinking of the last few days how serious this thing is, how you kind of get lax, man, and you wake back up, man. Bro, this is the only thing that you want to fight for, man.
Yeah.
This is the thing you want to live for, man.
You see it through the spirit. We already that woman crying out, sighing and crying.
Yeah,
All the abominations done in the midst of
that's
her.
right.
So Lord willing, we're gonna be that same women that cry out. When, Esau tried to introduce the MOTB system, and that's the ultimate way of selling your soul, bowing down to this MOTB system.
You fully letting this man penetrate you, man. You know? And that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the ultimate adultery, getting that seed up.
Because right. Because the scriptures also goes into if a man entice a maid.
Yep.
See, right now he's enticing,
Mm-hmm.
even with black culture, even with just the world, you know,
The
just
American dream.
the American
Yeah,
dream.
yeah.
He's enticing a maid.
Yeah.
But then that actual act has to take place.
Mhm.
So now that actual act is going to take place, but we're already in the era of enticing.
Bro, you know when you saying Tyson, yeah, think about it. With your credit card now, you could pay
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's part of the Tyson. You can do it so easy now.
That's right.
That's part of that Tyson now. And now it's convenient. So now you'll be like, hey, here we go. Take it. It is how it is though. So
That's right.
Hosea 4:6 coming, man. I go, what people destroy for lack of knowledge.
Yep.
Because, Jacob, in his mind, he really think he can finesse Yahweh Shai, Shaka. It's been questioned like, well, what if I take it out? If they get the karagma and call themselves taking it out, like, that exempts them.
Well, look at this. If you guys look at, if your woman committed adultery, I'm saying? Once he go in, he in there.
He in there.
Ain't no reversing that door.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you take it out when you come. Yeah, she in your car come and take it out. Like, no,
It's
you done
done.
already committed the act. It's
Yeah.
done.
It stayed within Jeremiah that land polluted.
Yeah, you know it.
Or like, or saying they use the rubber.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They do it raw. Like, you know, you still in
He
it.
in there, man.
You had the scripture, bro?
Yeah, real quick. This is Romans 8:29. It said, "For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the
Well,
firstborn."
that's us, man.
Yeah.
All the rotters are, man. 'Cause, bro, we didn't come this far for goddamn nothing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if we a little sleep, it's time to goddamn wake up and do what's required, man. And it's more than videos and things of that nature. It's about your spiritual conduct and effort. But goddamn, you want a video? Hey, those are brownie points. Because
No, go ahead, bro.
because at the end of the day, man, you want your house shop to continue to mediate for you and your family. So if you love you and your family, you're gonna do what's required.
Well, in the video also, just to add, it's showing your mindset. It's showing what your mindset is. Because is it part of our religion to do videos? Is that like our religion? No, it's a manifestation of your mindset. And we only have one time to do this. We only have one time to. Don't you know we're reading about us in the scriptures? When they loved not their lives to the death, who's they reading about? And they stood so stiffly for the name. Who's there? Who are we reading about? Ezekiel 37. The sinews came upon the flesh of the dry bones. Come on, man. So don't you want to fully manifest who you are in this book?
Magnify your office.
Magnify your office.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was 9, 10 years old, I didn't know what I was reading when I was reading Revelation about a city burning and she. Now I know. So now
The thing of the MOTB.
Yeah.
Like, we done all grew up. You know, you remember them little church cartoons that have everybody with a 666 on their head.
we didn't know what it was.
But now we know, like,
Now we know.
we know the reality of it.
And we're reading about us.
Yep.
So do you believe? Like, isn't there like a Jackson State logo slogan?
Yeah.
I believe. But I hear like people in the battle rap world like, do you believe?
Yep.
So if you really believe, you're reading about you in the scriptures.
Hey, another one of the slogans is, you know, you pass through the campus, it says, welcome to thee. Well, thee mean you.
Yeah.
And you know, Jackson means son of Jacob.
Woo!
The name Jackson,
It does.
you know.
Hey, but Jackson is like the #1 population for who? Jake. Jake, man. Hey, Ellie, I should go crazy over this, man. But the point is, if you believe that it's you are reading about, why wouldn't you go hard? Ooh,
And then as prophets, you prophesy.
you probably right.
Mechanics work on cars all day.
That's right.
Your profession.
Yeah, your profession.
I did feel this morning. You know, Denzel. Like, y'all seen Training Day, right? We said you wanna go home, you wanna go to jail. Do we wanna go home or do we basically wanna die? So you go home. You wanna go home. The reason you wanna go home. And the Lord gave us this knowledge and understanding of Him. And all He wants to do what push His truth. He wants us to do His will for Him. So we're gonna do whatever it takes to as brother always said, get the spiritual browning points to be part of the leg. So we're gonna do that. We want to go home. We want to go home. So you want to do what we need to do, whatever it takes to go home, be part of his leg.
Hey, like when your dad came home, you wanted to make sure that he saw that the room was squeaky clean. He could. And if you ever been under a male, if you was the apprentice working under a man, a lot of Jays got that perfection of the spirit. Yeah, you overdid it, and because he's not satisfied until it's a certain standard. So you don't want to have your work and your side get here was like, you know what I mean? And in the back of your mind is like, damn, I knew I was kind of forced.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be copper. I don't want to be Brad Wood. I want to be gold. I want to be gold. You know, not just doing videos, reading, coming together, doing. I want to be gold, man. And ultimately, yeah, Zahab, that's my Hebrew name is gold. But ultimately, I want to stand stiffly for Yahweh Shai in the hour of my temptation.
You want to get that job well done.
I want to get the job well done, man.
Cause it really is to the point to where our daily life should pour over into the videos, and the videos should pour over to our daily life, man. Cause this is who we are. It's no more just going through the motions, no more just mimicking what we're seeing. It's expressing who we are on camera, what we're becoming on camera, and what we're saying on camera, it translates to our real life, man.
And if you don't have that spirit, also you still saying something?
Oh, I'm just gonna give an account about Bashar real quick.
Yeah.
Man, when I was about 7 or 8, I used to stay over there across from Harding Middle School, Provine, over there, Hughes Field. And it was this Jake. And I was just getting into football. I used to be in my grandma's house and watch across the street. And Jake would be out there by himself, just practicing kick returns. Wasn't no ball or nothing. But he'd act like he was catching the ball, and then he'd just do a bunch of kick returns back to back to back. Yeah. And then come Friday night, because we used to be able to watch the game from the gate. Then they kicked the ball to him. I said, it makes sense. Yeah. So it's like nobody's seen because you gotta think it's a whole city doing what they doing, but he was out there by himself. I'm talking about for hours, just practicing kick return. So when it came Friday night, the crowd going crazy, but nobody knows the work he was putting in by himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like the crowd see the videos. You know, when you go live, that's the stands packed. Like right now, the stands packed. But when the cameras go off, what are we doing?
They don't see the reading,
Nah.
looking up words.
Nah.
The several times you had to start over.
Yeah.
Sleeping, you sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
But but what are we doing? We bringing down the walls of Jericho.
That's right.
Because sometimes you get so caught up in the order, and you forget why there's an order. Baal and the dragon. We're bringing down a system. We're bringing down a beast system. This is an army versus their army, but it's a tech war. Cause you remember we used to watch Power Rangers, like on a 20th rendition of it, it was like Power Rangers in space. This is a satellite war. This is the war of signals. So he's had his war attack with his media, but now we're counterattacking his media. Kevin Samuels, Charleston White, Dr. Umar, and all these big faces you see, they've all been fed from us. Tommy Sotomayor, most of those guys, they came from the spirit. All right? So this is a war. It's a tech war. It's a digital war. So the day you don't do a video, that's the day you didn't shoot nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's bigger than like you're in your lot, you're in the trenches, but you don't understand the grand scheme of this thing, man.
And each brother is a very big part. You know, you're an integral part to this war, man. You know,
because you got Ahmed in the Roman Empire, right? Because he was of the Ottoman Empire, but he was scaling the Roman wall. Don't you know we're spiritually shooting cannons at the Roman wall? One brother might actually light the wick that goes into the cannon, but another brother might be next to that cannon, might be making sure it aims straight. So it might be 3, 4, 5, 6 different brothers by one weapon. You see? One ready to reload, one ready to say cannonball. You know what I mean?
And when them cannons went fire, he was pissed.
Yep.
When them cannons stopped firing, he didn't want to hear them excuses that them guys had for them cannons not firing. He said, old boy, remember we were watching it, and them cannons went down and cracked. And then he told them, give me 2 days. He said, you got 1. And then walked out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Howard Shai is, man. Like, you know, trying to hear all that shit, get them cannons firing.
Because I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
Whatever distracting you, that was your little goodie bag. That was your little, what do you call it, little meal on demand for soldiers? MRA? Yeah, that's your little MRA. Your woman, your job, you're not supposed to get complacent with that. That's to keep energy in your body so you can go back to your cannon. All right, you got it, bro.
This 2 Corinthians 10:4 in the GNT, the weapons we use in our fight are not the world's weapons, but Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua's powerful weapons, which we use to destroy strongholds. We destroy false arguments. We pull down every proud obstacle.
Wait a minute, Esau is a so-called white man. Yahweh Shai is a so-called white man. You're, the black culture, our feminism, these are false arguments. These are false arguments.
Democracy, Christianity.
Don't you understand? This is a propaganda war. It's out. We're challenging our propaganda. Nobody else ever said this man was not a so-called white man. Nobody else ever said that we were African Americans. On a global platform, there was never, nobody ever challenged the small hands narrative of existence. Don't you understand? We're the first people to challenge the small hands narrative of existence beyond Islam. This is a propaganda war.
As a point also for warfare in the Greek, it goes into the duties of the apostles.
Sent forth.
Yeah.
Like you said, we no longer running with his narrative now.
Right.
At one point in time, he would just get over the masses by saying something and nobody challenged his authority.
Right.
And now we're doing it through the spirit now.
That's why he want to take down TikTok. Because it's challenge every time something makes the news, it's a TikToker breaking it down.
Yeah, it's not you personality niggas, it's the prophets,
That's
man.
Yeah.
It's the prophets
Yeah.
causing this havoc,
Yeah.
man. At the end of the day, they want YouTube, they want all this shit off, man.
Got the boy on the back foot,
Yeah.
you know.
What's that boy, the Rothschild? What'd he say the worst thing they did?
Well, internet.
David
Rockefeller was like Rockefeller. Was the creation of the internet, man.
Just it's a weapon, man.
Right.
The fact that you as an individual can get out work and upload a video and send it to, come on, man.
Inherit the kingdom.
Because this is the same, because remember, there was no answer for the enchantments that was going out against our people, man. You know, going back to the black exploitation era, really from the feminist movement, but from the crack era to the black exploitation era, there was no defense for our people against these enchantments, man. So now that you have YouTube and the prophets have invaded the airways through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Al Shai, we're gaining ground. Every time an Israelite is converted, it's like conquering land. When you conquer the mind of an Israelite that was enchanted, okay, by the enchantments of Esau Edom, that's like conquering territory in the war, man.
And what's that scripture when it talks about in the spiritual realm how it's a rejoice?
Yeah.
Yeah, the angels rejoice.
And when one spirit is
Yeah.
converted,
Yeah.
you know?
Because one Israelite man gonna be 1,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
So really, you one Israelite man that's convert, that's the future, 1,000. So
Yeah.
that's a big win. When you convert an Israelite man, that's a big win. When we teach, we're pouring into Israelite men.
And teaching is spiritual power.
Mhm.
That is spiritual resurrection. When the Elder Gazak is teaching me or taught me and I'm able to understand, that's a spiritual resurrection, man.
Because you zapped them out of that demonic state,
The dead state.
that dead state, that Frankenstein state,
Right.
that they called Tyrone thing. You know,
Right.
you zapped them through the spirit.
And the Lord code, he put the spirit upon Esau. He came up with the concept of YouTube. He probably thought it'd be like for dance tutorials.
Yeah.
Do that goddamn Soldier Boy crank that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these type of
He was one of the
videos.
first videos.
Yeah. But really, he used that for his own faith.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, because it's like we're reverse engineering that archetype.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how when Obama was in office and America flew their drone to Afghanistan, but it had to go over Iran, and Iran landed their drone, and they reverse engineered. Now Iran got the best drone, system in the world. You know, even Russia get their drones from Iran, but it began with them intercepting that American drone, reverse engineered, and now they got the best drones in the world. Now, as this word goes out, it's intercepting niggas, pimps, hoes, and now they the best people in the world.
Yeah, and we're going back
You know?
to what the elder had mentioned earlier. Elder Zai mentioned earlier. You know, he that diggeth a pit shall fall therein. So you know, by Esau Edom creating this internet, you know, it was a form of him bringing about his own destruction. You know, but going back to what the spirit is pushing. That's why all of us have to be active, man. Because because what if this the year? None of us want to had that mind like, man, I ain't doing nothing.
Could have done more.
You know.
Hey, can I get Psalms 19 when brothers get their precepts out?
Yeah, come. I'm gonna let these two brothers get theirs.
You got a little bit more to see.
All right, go ahead, bro.
This back in 2 Corinthians 10:4 in the GNT. The weapons we use in our fight are not the world's weapons, but Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's powerful weapons.
It's the doctrine, man. It's the truth. And it has put a big dent in everything Esau has stood up for. You know, this is the reason why they're pushing for the so-called New World Order, man. Because he's actually going into Revelation 12 and 12. He knows he has a little time. Why? Because the prophets is here. Go ahead, bro.
You know, 2 Thessalonians 2, that goes how the wicked should be revealed.
Yeah.
Our Lord should consume him with what the spirit
Rub
of
his mouth.
You know,
That's the
it's
prophets.
prophets. It says, which we use to destroy strongholds, we destroy false arguments, we pull down every proud
I
obstacle.
was about to say something. The stronghold is on Israel's minds. You know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, going back to what the priest Ayasha had said, you know, we reverse engineering, you know, this internet, because basically each Israelite that's converted, you done freed them from the matrix, man. And it's far more powerful than what we think, you know, because each Israelite, before they wake up to the truth, they're under a demonic spell, man. They have an enchantment on them, you know?
And Esau, I speak as a man, but I can't watch YouTube without them bringing out something about Lil Durk, King Von, some street culture stuff. It's at least one video, and it's like they always pushing that. And it's like they pushing the dark energy back at us. We push out Yahweh Shai, but they want to counter that with the street energy, man.
It's heavy in the algorithm.
Yeah.
Those type of videos you stated.
Yeah.
You know? But that's crazy, like with the King Bud videos, but they don't get their videos taken out for like crime videos or hate speech or something like that, you know.
Right.
But we will. You know, so it says we pull down every proud obstacle that's raised against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. We take every thought captive and make it obey Yahweh Shai.
Reverse engineering.
That's right.
All right. And let's yep. Levant. Captain Levant.
Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is the one who reads the words of this prophecy aloud.
But the spirit has to be with you to understand it. Yahushua literally has to sup with you. You know, and once he starts supping with you, you understand. Meaning what you have that spiritual enlightenment and you see from that point how you was in the congregation of the dead.
Right. And that goes back also into doing the videos, man. Because this is for everybody. Because aloud goes into for everyone to hear. And by doing videos, we can't just see everybody in the world. So this video, the unicorn, this truth is going to reach everybody. And we speak in prophecy. So it's going out, man. And blessed are those who read, who hear, and obey these things written in it, because the time is near. And we're near the end, man. Okay? Jacob's trouble is on the horizon, the Karagma, WW3, and the glorious return of Yahweh Shai. And that's what we're waiting on, man. So, blessed are the brothers who diligently doing this work through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And bless all those brothers and sisters who hear this word and receive it and turn away from wickedness and walk in the ways of righteousness, man.
So look, bro, this is what I realized. Fight the good fight of faith. You know, and really what you're doing, you're fighting to stay woke. Because when you get rocked back to sleep, you don't even realize it. It's one thing to be in the truth per se, and it's nothing to be woke. Like your spirit is woke, like you're active. You know, because you can't get lackadaisical. It's a temptation. Don't feel too bad. It's a temptation. Yeah, we fall into sinkholes that we didn't see coming, man.
Because hey, when you think about us being active as far as us doing videos, it's to keep the word on your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but, you know, when you ain't active, you know, what are you doing?
Because your mind is going with the algorithm of the matrix. It's going with the pattern of the matrix. So the only thing that stops that flow is Yahweh Shai. So the moment you immerse your mind into the word, now you're going counterclockwise to the matrix, man. You know, so your mind is already wicked. Esau has your mind down to a science. The only thing that interrupts the program is Yahweh Shai. So we have to make Yahweh Shai our reality, man. You know?
And like the brother had brought up too, the big point, you know, on reading, you know, the spirit been pushing reading, that's the one-on-one with Yahweh Shai, you know. We got to continue to read too. And that's going to keep brothers, being productive, you know, because it's on your spirit.
You know? Right.
That's the most potent form of Yahweh Shai.
We dating them, man.
I got a quick definition real quick. go into, everybody talks about frequency. So when you go into frequency, it says, this is the Elamon line from the 1640s. It says fact of occurring often. It says rate of recurrence, especially of a vibration. So what you frequently do becomes your frequency, and it puts you on a certain vibration, man.
Yeah.
You know. So we want to be on the frequency of Yahweh Shai. You know, like the apostle, and going back into it, it shields us from, because it keeps us so occupied that we out the loop of the enchantments. You know, and when we cleave to, because Elder Baya always going to it, these demons, they fear Yahweh Shai. So we always around Yahweh Shai. These demons really don't have access to it. You know, Job, the Most High had to disarm Job for Satan to get to him. But Job, just going by his day to day, the Lord didn't pretty much disarm their heads around Job. Satan couldn't get to him because Job was always in the spirit.
And pray to the Most High. If something is not supposed to be in your life, to get rid of it. Pray like, if X, Y, Z is not supposed to be in my life, take it from me. Because I came into this truth because of you. I'm here on this earth because of you. If thy right hand offend thee, cut it off. You know?
This is our purpose. Our rocks is
This is our purpose. Brother, any more precepts?
Yeah, I have one.
No, so you get your precept, then you get your precept, we'll get our last round.
Yeah, you can, bro.
Too.
No, it don't matter, bro. You
You
can
can,
do
bro.
it.
I'm
I
good.
want to read down the second one though.
Okay.
This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is lively and powerful. It is sharper than a two-edged sword, cutting between the soul and
So,
spirit.
you said the word of the Most High is lively and powerful. Lively. If you're spiritually dead, it can give you life. Understanding requires what? That spiritual resurrection.
It is sharper than a two-edged sword, cutting between soul
What
and
does that
spirit.
mean? Meaning, if I get on to Elder Z one day, well, hell, I may get cut myself. You see what I'm saying? So basically, hey, as you correcting others, you got to make sure yourself is on point. But it starts with yourself.
And the correction is healing.
Yeah.
Because correction, your flesh be all shaken up, but it actually getting healed. You send them bitters down your throat, man. Those bitters down your soul. It's like shit.
Toxin coming out.
Them toxins coming out.
Demons coming out.
Them demons coming out, man. So now it's like, oh, my head is clear now. I thought I was on point, but I wasn't on point. But now I'm on point because rebuke is like fire.
That brother just saved my life.
Yeah, that brother just saved my life, man.
That's how your immune system is.
Yeah.
When you get like cut or something, the white blood cells like, oh shit, we gotta go over here and fix this. This is a problem. We didn't know it was there.
Yeah.
But now they know it's there, the body starts to heal.
And then you have something called inflammation. Go back to flame. Flames, fire. So inflammation is your body going to war against a toxin in your body. Same thing with a fever. A fever is hot. That's your body heating up to sweat out toxins or whatever it may have you. I don't know that much about it, but I know that.
Like to kill the infection.
To kill the infection. So as you evolve, you learn not to be so scared of rebukes and so scared of certain things because it's a cleansing agent.
Forward to it.
Yeah, and then when it happens, it's like, oh, my head is clear. Damn, where I've been at all this time.
So like the body healing itself.
Yeah. The body healing itself, man.
Cause really, you weren't supposed to kill the fever.
You're not supposed
let
to.
it play out.
Yep.
What Esau does with his so-called meds.
Break your
Tylenol,
feet.
Try to break
Advil.
Yeah, the lead and all that.
Yeah. Because really, it's purging you, at the end of the day, man. So how much more in the spirit when we get corrected?
Yep. Go ahead.
Between the joints and marrow, it exposes our innermost thoughts and desires.
Say exposes.